I'm Sam.
And I'm Nina, and we're here at the JU School of Orthodontics, taking you behind the scenes and just showing you how easy it is to get a great new smile.
Now we'll show you experienced faculty orthodontists,
Great staff,
state-of-the-art technology with everything from digital x-rays to cone beam CAT scan units.
the newest options in braces, including Invisaligns, colors, and even gold.
And here's the deal. Because the JU School of Orthodontics is in the heart of an education center, not only do we provide quality care, but we offer great discounts from traditional orthodontist facilities. And that's really cool.
So, let's get going on our tour of the JU School of Orthodontics and show you how easy it is to get a great new smile.
The process is easy. With me is Dr. Larry Gerald, the Dean of the JU School of Orthodontics.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Now, Dr. Gerald, what's the first step in getting your braces on?
Well, first step is a screening appointment.
Okay, what's involved in that?
Well, a screening appointment is one of your more important visits because at that time we can tell you whether or not treatment is indicated, whether you need to have certain dental procedures done first. That's number one. Number two is we can give you pretty much a good idea of what we're going to do, take out teeth, not take out teeth, how long it's going to take. And the third thing is we can tell you just about what it's going to cost.
Okay, great. Is there any way we could go see the screening in process?
Sure, let's go ahead, right
awesome.
this way.
Thanks.
Screening process is pretty simple. Essentially what we do is evaluate whether or not a patient's ready for braces. We take a look at their face and we take a look at their teeth. From that we can pretty much determine or have a good guesstimate as to what we're going to do. The second thing is to give you an estimate of what it's going to cost. After the screening, if we decide that this is the right time to go ahead with treatment, now we have to first take our records, the molds of your teeth and the photographs and the clinical exam and the pictures and so on and so forth.
All right, well that seems pretty easy. And because the JU School of Orthodontics is a specialized teaching facility, neither the screening nor the cost estimate is ever painful. Now let's go see what Nina's up to out in the field.
That was great to see a screening in action. Now, do you have any questions for Dr. Gerald about getting braces for the first time?
Yeah. What are some of the most common reasons people get braces?
Okay, there are several reasons why a person might need braces. The first is that your teeth are either too crooked or twisted or spaced or crowded or whatever they happen to be. The second reason might be because the bite is bad. The jaw relationship of one to the other is not good. The third reason would be to set up for future dental work. In other words, if a patient is going to have implants or bridge work or whatever it happens to be. And the final reason is that sometimes the soft tissues, the gums, the supporting bone are not in good shape, and the orthodontics is going to make that better.
Okay, now that we've had our screening, what's next? Oh yeah, diagnosis. This is really cool. Come with me. This is Dr. Chudesama, one of the orthodontists here at the JU School of Orthodontics. Dr. Chudesama, what are we looking at here?
You're looking at a composite page of the basic x-rays and photographs that I need to take to decide how I'm going to treat this patient. So essentially what I've done here is I have two radiographs that we've taken and some photographs of the patient's head as well as intraorally, meaning in the mouth where the position of the teeth are, and I'm trying to see here how much crowding the patient has, and then based on the malocclusion that we have.
Wait a minute. Malocclusion?
What I mean by malocclusion here is the patient's teeth here you can see are out of position that I can fix by either taking some teeth out or just bringing these teeth into their rightful positions.
Okay, so after you take your photos and your x-rays, what else do you need to do in order to make a diagnosis?
We have a morning doctor's seminar where we bring up this series of x-rays and the photographs into a meeting where we have about 7 consultants and 30 other doctors that sit. We all then go through the patient records and decide what is the best plan for this patient and what are the options that this patient can have. And once we've decided on that, we then present these options to the patient.
Wow, so you work with your other faculty in order to come up with a diagnosis?
Essentially, yes, that's what we do. The other thing that we also do is we also go and give the patient an initial screening where we look at the gum condition, we look at any obvious caries that's there, and so we send the patient back to the general practitioner to make sure that the foundation is right before we proceed with orthodontic treatment.
So I guess the next step is braces?
Yes, for this patient, braces, absolutely.
Okay guys, here's some never before seen footage of someone getting their braces on for the very first time. Let's take a look. Prepare for a long visit. Getting braces on takes about 1 to 2 hours.
First, the orthodontist talks with you and tells you what to expect. Second, the orthodontist places the bands and brackets on your teeth. Believe it or not, it's not an uncomfortable process at all.
Next, the orthodontist connects wires in the bands and brackets on your teeth. Now, these wires are gently tightened to slowly move your teeth into position. And this happens over a long period of time, not overnight, so be patient.
That's about it, and by far one of the longest visits you'll have. The hard part is over. Okay, except for the waiting, but follow-up visits are fairly simple and include adjusting your wires and checking out on your progress.
Yeah, and speaking of your progress, sometimes your treatment will include rubber bands, like these, that attach to your braces and help move your teeth forward and backwards in your mouth. Now, if you wear them just as prescribed by your orthodontist, it can go a long way into keeping your treatment on schedule. But if you don't, sometimes you can add up to months onto your treatment. So how fast you progress with your braces is sometimes up to you.
Hey, getting braces is pretty cool. After all, you'll be getting a fabulous smile that'll last you a lifetime.